and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yo! Wake the fuck up. It's Monday morning. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of SEN Live. You're thinking to yourself, wait, Rocha, I just had you on Friday. Yeah, bitch. Well, I'm back and it's Monday. So we're going to have ourselves a good old time today talking about so many things in the world of entertainment. You know, you can feel those wheels starting to ratchet up again here in the world of entertainment and movie studios, TV. All that stuff is starting to happen. So we got a lot to get through. We got an awesome crew to make you laugh, entertain you, and kind of take your mind off the nuttiness that is 2020. But hey, it's the Christmas season too. Don't forget that as well going on in the world. I am your host, the outlaw John Rocha, sitting in for my brother and the boss. Not Ben Babin, it's Kristian Harloff. So excited to be hanging out again with you guys another Monday morning. And let's introduce everybody who is joining us today. First, of course, the lovely and beautiful. So my first time hosting the show with her, Steph Sabraw. What's up, Steph? How are you?
What's up? It's so good to be on the show with you. You know, I'm an Outlaw fan. I have my V for Vendetta Guy Fawkes mask ready.
That's awesome. And maybe if things work out next year, we'll be doing a V for Vendetta mask in my face to sell to the Outlaw Nation fans, hopefully at some point down the road for the Schmoedown. So that'd be fun. The guy over there who is getting ready for his own match coming up at Spectacular, I think at the end of the week, Brett Sheridan. How are you, Brett?
Good. I thought you were going to say, speaking of Ratchet, because you mentioned it earlier. But yeah, I'm doing great. I'm ready. Yeah. Look out, people.
I'm looking forward to it. I know you want to put that guy in his place. Who does he know? Just because he directs some movies doesn't mean he knows anything about anything. Ooh, big deal.
I've been in the movie space since before you were in college.
I saw Clerks 5. Wasn't that good? Marzoña, what have you got going on, man? How are you, brother, man?
I'm good. It's been working on my music video all weekend, and it's almost done. Hopefully we can release it this weekend, sometime this week. So keep an eye out for that, guys, and subscribe to my channel.
Can you tease who's starring in it?
Me.
Oh, okay. All right. Because you had Sabrina Ramirez in another one, so that's what I was asking if maybe.
I love that.
All right. Yeah. And who's that behind you on your shoulder? Who's that with the mustache?
It's my friend Taryn.
Oh.
Friend Taron Egerton from his new movie Tetris. Have you seen this picture though?
No, I haven't. Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
it's from his. It's a production photo from Tetris.
Gotta love the mustache. Yikes.
Great.
And Ryan Nilsen, who I think has worn a mustache, I think at some point in high school or in college. Ryan, how are you? How are things?
Never had a mustache. I'm going to try to pull that Taron Egerton picture up, but another Monday, another Eagles loss, and a rough morning. QB controversy in Philly.
There is. Jalen Hurts looked good. Jalen Hurts looked good.
He threw a pick, though, but great to see you guys.
The young rookie quarterback. What do you expect? Why is the boss behind you there on the mantle? What's that all about?
Oh, my God. The boss is my idol, my favorite.
You're from Philly, but you're loving a Jersey boy. Okay.
The best. Hands down. Number one musician.
I respect it. I love listening to the boss on XM because then he's like, the live shows, it's a 20-minute intro to a 3-minute song. It's the greatest. It's like, and you got, they're playing the music. He's like, and then, I met this girl Sheila out on the walk. We had a hot dog together, and we went home to meet her dad.
It was a hot day.
And I met her, and it's like 20 minutes later he gets to the song. Anyway, all right, we got a lot to get into. I'm looking forward to it. Alex, remember everybody, Streamlabs, Super Chat, Schmoedown. There we go, James.
There you go.
Thank you, James.
Fucking Fett, aka Homeboy, was so dope, and bringing back Ming-Na Wen was great too. She's such a bad unicorn among the great bad unicorn women of Hollywood. And I wonder who sent you that Run the Jewels live link, Brett. Let's go, Odd Couple.
Oh, did you send it to me? I had to pay it.
I agree with that entire statement.
Yeah.
Ming-Na Wen is such a bad bitch, and seeing Boba Fett was unreal.
Yeah.
I think, Steph, you should take over being a bad unicorn, though. I think that's the new phrase for
Yeah, bad unicorn.
That Steph is one bad unicorn. I
like that. Hashtag bad unicorn. I love it. Steph, I know you were tweeting about it over the weekend. You're a big fan of seeing Ming-Na Wen come back on this?
Oh my gosh, I love Ming-Na Wen, and I wanted her back so bad. I know we like left the last season assuming that she was probably alive, but we didn't know. And this was the best re-entrance of her. I'm such a fan of her, and she's such a believable character in the entire universe. But that episode, Ryan and I were talking about it. Like, I honestly thought nothing was going to compare to the Jedi episode with Ahsoka, but I might have liked that one better. I really don't know.
Yeah, this episode is almost like a whole what's her face, the Holdo, I think, driving that destroyer through the other destroyer, because like some people love this episode, think it's the greatest episode of The Mandalorian, and some people feel it wasn't as good, or there were some issues with the production value or whatever. So it's an interesting episode to get a taste of what the Star Wars fandom loves or likes, because everyone in unison, I think, pretty much loved last week's episode. I don't mean the past week, but like the week before with Ahsoka. But this one, people are going crazy for, and on the other side, people not so much. So it's an interesting episode for sure. So
I really, not to, I know people thought I was joking, Bill, but I wonder if having such an old ass TV made me not realize that it looked, I mean, seriously, I mean, 2007 LCD, I didn't see any difference in production value. So I don't know.
Also, it could be the people that love Boba. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Steph.
No, I didn't see a different. I totally respect what people are saying. I just didn't see that at all, and maybe like I don't have the keenest eye, but I'm kind of happy for it because I love that episode. I had nothing wrong with it, but the ending broke my heart.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right.
2020 didn't have to do that to me.
Brett, I've been thinking about your child all weekend because you were telling me how your child cried.
Oh
my God, I remember when I could cry like watching something, not knowing that, they're going to weave that back in. But like, it was great to have that. It's great to have that innocence or see it again through a child's eyes.
No. This just like holding her, like, no, baby, you don't. Just it's okay. He'll be okay. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah. It's the way I felt when Ultimate Warrior beat Hulk Hogan. Anyway, all right, let's move on.
Oh my God.
Alex, what's our first thing to talk about, please? And please, like I said, keep those Streamlabs Super Chat Schmoebots coming in. Look, we had a great crew. Do you like these great crews coming in every day? It's up to you to support the show. We like to get at least $500 and then break 1,000 if we can by the end of the show. So please send them in. It's Monday. It's Christmas. Give your gifts early to the SEN Live crew. Send it on in. All right, Alex, what do you got?
Yeah, speaking of The Mandalorian, the rumor mill continues to spin as more Disney Plus spin-off series may be in the works. With fan favorites Ahsoka Tano and Boba Fett appearing in the last 2 episodes of The Mandalorian, it's speculated that both those characters may get their own shows. A rumor site reported that casting on a potential Boba Fett show is underway and is still very early in development, but keep in mind those are just rumors. That being said, Rocha, would you watch a Boba Fett show set between the events of Return of the Jedi and The Mandalorian?
Why? Well, let's. I mean, I gotta walk out on the tightrope on this one. Look, I love Tamora Morrison, big fan of Tamora Morrison, but like, when he put on the Boba Fett armor,
Coffetta donated $20.
Ooh. Thank you.
Shameless plug. You can see more of Steph the Asset Sabraw along with Roxy and Dorina in the 2021 World Girls calendar for only $35 or $65 signed. And happy birthday at Haskell 420.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Haskell.
Appreciate that.
I love it. It's all right.
Walking the tightrope, John.
Yeah.
Walking the tightrope.
Yeah, walking the tightrope. So anyway,
that counter looks gross. Are you giving them free to your friends?
I like Sabraw. She was like, "Come here, Ducky. Come here, Ducky." I love it.
Yeah, you can't let those inflatables take control. They are wild out there, ruthless. I run the ship.
That's right. Go get those counters, people. But no, I mean, watching Tamora put on the Boba Fett armor was like watching your dad put on his high school class jacket, and I'm like, it still fits. Jacket. I mean, it still fits, but it's above the stomach a little bit there. So I don't know necessarily if people would want to see Tamora come back as Boba Fett. So maybe they cast someone a little bit younger, go back to him getting out of the Sarlacc pit, and then what he did afterwards, because that's great. There's a lot of questions what have you. So, and I don't think they'll de-age Tamura, because I imagine they're going to do a lot of action sequences. And the last thing you want to see is some like that Robert De Niro moment from The Irishman that Kate talks about all the time, trying to stop that dude's face. You're like, come on, man, that doesn't look real at all. So it's like, I think I'd be excited for it, absolutely, because it's Boba Fett. And I love the fact that they're finally 30 years later fleshing him out on screen. I just would like to see, I'd like to see who they cast as Boba Fett, because I'd be real surprised if they brought back Tamora Morrison. What do you think, Brett?
The armor looked small on Timothy Oliphant, and then how did it look even bigger on somebody that stature was bigger? Like, that was the thing, because Timothy looked like me putting on my son's stormtrooper outfit or something. I'm a stormtrooper, but that's something that I think it looked better on Tamara. Is that how you say?
Tamara, yeah.
Tamora, yeah, that it did on Timothy's looked a little silly to me.
Well, yeah.
They could have maybe made it a little bigger. But
that's because Timmy is leading man wayfish. You know it is in Hollywood. You got to be skinny as fuck. What Tamora's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a man. I'm in my 60s. Kiss my ass. So, Steph, what do you think about this? Would you want to see a prequel Boba Fett series? Are you into the Boba Fett thing? I know last week was like one of your favorite episodes. So, would you want to see that?
Well, I actually, when we thought season 1 of Mandalorian came out, we thought that could be Boba Fett from that little jingle from his shoes. I was like, I mean, like him surviving the Sarlacc pit, it would be a big reach for me. But I was surprised when I saw him, because I'm like, that was so sick. I don't really give a fuck about the logistics. I love that he's in it and in such an amazing way. But that being said, I'm not that excited about a standalone series with him. I think what Star Wars is really, what Mandalorian is showing is that the new stories is what people really want to dive into. And with the Casian Andor series, that's also diving into something we've already seen. The Obi-Wan series is the same thing. So I think it's like kind of enough of that and get with new things.
I respect that. You're saying these are cool series, let them come out, but once they come out and we consume them, let's move the hell on, is what you're saying.
Yeah. You're finding what's working, and you're introducing new characters that people are falling in love with, like Ahsoka in a live action. Although we've seen her in an animated series, I do think that's different enough to pull into a live action. I think more of that. Yeah,
I agree with that.
Boba Fett Missiles donated $20.
Hey. Thank you, Boba
Hello,
Fett.
everyone. Long-time listener, first-time donator. Thank you guys for all the great content. Boba Fett was so fucking awesome, but still unsure if I want his own series.
Yeah, I that's kind of how I'm landing on this. Realistically, you guys, do you think Disney Plus would have 2 shows that star guys in Mandalorian armor? Or do you think this would be a show where like he doesn't have the armor, and is that even something you'd be interested in seeing? I think that's a little confusing. I know that there's plenty of movies that have multiple Jedi, and people aren't confused by that, but I think he works really well as a supporting character. I'd love for him to be in all of season 3 of this show, and for us to learn more about him that way. But this is something that they've kind of had in the works for a while. Like James Mangold was supposed to do a movie. I think there was supposed to be a miniseries. I think the only version of this that I'd want to see if it's a show is something very similar to the Obi-Wan show, where it's 6 episodes, it's a one-off, and it's a very particular story.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? Do you think that would confuse people?
No, I think that does make sense. And I think you and Steph kind of nail it on the head a little bit. It's like, well, we had, but I think the time to do this might have passed. And although it's cool to see him here in The Mandalorian, you can solve that series with a flashback. You could really have one episode where you flash back and you show how he got out of the entire episode could be the Mandalorian, him talking or something, and then it flashes back, and 30 minutes of an episode is a flashback where he is getting out of the Sarlacc pit, going to stay with the Tusken Raiders, we're nursing him back to health, what he does, what he discovers about himself, what he discovers about the Empire, and all of that, and then you go right back to present day at the end of the episode, and you've solved that problem. So yeah, I don't, these are rumors, by the way, so we don't know 100% if this is confirmed, but yeah, there had been a movie, there had been a series, but at some point you're like, have we passed it? Because Din Djarin seems to have taken that spot now for a majority of the fans, and certainly the current fans are relating more to the Mandalorian than Boba Fett. I mean, I had Laura Kelly on the show doing the review with us on Geek Buddies, and she was like, yeah, I don't really much care about Boba Fett. And there's a huge contingent of people who are of younger age who don't. So I wonder if it'll work the way they think it'll work.
I guess I forget about that, because to me, I thought it was interesting that Boba Fett is so well known for being in such a small amount of the films, but like it's just it was the coolest. I wanted that action figure. I wanted that, but now that you say the kids these days, maybe it would just be for us older dudes. But definitely I'm with Ryan. One off. I don't think we need a drawn out storyline, but I would like to see something interesting and not just maybe that he just tickled the uvula of the Sarlacc to get him out. It's the dangly thing behind the uvula.
I think we need a Sarlacc Pit TV series. That's what we need.
Yeah. I want to see the footage. I need to run that back. How did that happen?
That would be
run
awesome.
the tapes back, coach.
Right, do the Madden right here, boom, right here, gets out of the Sarlacc Pit, right here, boom, right here.
No.
Alex, what are your thoughts on this as a young fan yourself? Do you want to see a Boba Fett series as a one-off, or do you think like we've done it, we're good, let's move on?
I agree with Ryan about how it should be if they're going to do anything, just have it be a short series, or just a one-off episode would be great too, just because I didn't really care for him growing up. I was just like, oh, he's cool, but then I was growing up with the prequels at the same time, so I was I had other things to focus on, and he was just a scrawny little kid who looked like me. But even still, I'm not really interested in seeing a whole, multiple season series about him. And as Steph was saying, like, we should explore more of these corners, and like what I always wanted, or not always wanted, but what I think would be cool is like an Empire set, like, because the I know Marvel had set up a show based on their damage control team, which was like basically like they clean up after the superheroes, and I think it would be cool to have something like that within the Empire, or even within the Galactic Republic. Just not focusing on what we've already seen, and that would just be a cool perspective to have. And a Boba Fett show would be a perspective we're already kind of seeing with the Mandalorian. So
you can say it. Who's your little favorite character? Who's can't think of
Babu Freak.
And Babu Freak. You can say it.
We need to get more
Babu
freaky.
Freak's been at.
Babu Freak.
All the freaks, let's get them in.
Yes.
Here's my story.
Hey.
All right.
The show is ready.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. What do you all think? Let us know in the Streamlabs Super Chat Schmoebots. What do you guys think? Do you want to see a Boba Fett series? Are you excited to see it? Or are you on the other side where you're like, do we need it? Or do you only want to see it as a one-off? Or do you want to see a continuous series? Let us know down there in the comments section below, or send in a Streamlabs Schmoebot or Super Chat and let us know your thoughts on it. We're open to it all. All right, where are we at? Where are we at next, Alex?
Let's stay in the Star Wars universe.
Okay.
As brought up earlier, one thing that has been confirmed that is in production is the Casian Andor prequel series on Disney+. It's begun production, and actor Diego Luna was on Jimmy Kimmel Live and said, "It's basically everything you have to know to understand Rogue One." The story of the character...
donated $20.
Oh, thank you, Simpson.
Younger generations like mine want Ben Solo revived and his own series/films. Other than that, 5 days away from spectacular.
Yeah. Well, let's take the second part first. You're right. 5 days away from spectacular. Don't forget that it is happening this Friday, and it's $9.99 for non-patrons. It's at schmoedownlive.com. If you want to get a taste, let's say you're new to the Schmoedown. We talk about it all the time. Call the Schmoedown Entertainment Network, and you've never seen a Schmoedown match, or you've never introduced some of your friends to a Schmoedown event. This is the one. 5 great matches are happening. I think it's 5, and you can join. 5 great matches are happening. Got stars like Chris Jericho, Kevin Smith, stars like Dan Murrell, up and coming ones like Adam Collins. You've got the odd couple going for the belt. You've got the Shazam with Bibiani and the Kid going. It's so much going on, and Brett Sheridan as well. for the love of God. And Brittany Young, am I correct on that? Brittany Young from Glow, she is a part of this as well. So a lot of stars from the Schmoedown universe and outside the Schmoedown universe clashing for a movie trivia event this Friday. You can join at the Patreon today at patreon.com/Schmoedown. And if you do the $10 donation every month, you got it. You get it all for free. You don't have to pay extra at all. You can show up on Friday and your account is linked to this thing and you can watch it. And trust me, these are effing great matches. This may be the greatest spectacular we've ever seen top to bottom. So, letting you know.
Just to editorialize that, it's Saturday. Saturday will.
Oh, Saturday. Sorry, Saturday. Yeah. All right.
Spectacular.
All right, fine. Saturday. You know what? Do it on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it live.
We'll do it.
Maybe. All right. Let's do it. Where are we going? Oh, yeah. And what was the first part? What was the first part of that, Schmoedown?
The younger generations, like his, want Ben Solo to be revived and have his own
Sabraw,
series.
would you want a Ben Solo series? Steph?
Is this with Adam Driver?
I
would imagine so.
I would
Yeah.
hope
Okay. I don't know. I would need to be sold on the premise. You know, I'm a hard sell these days. I think that I loved what they did. He got the star role, I feel, even more than Rey in a lot of senses of the final 3 films. We got a lot of him. We got a lot of backstory, and we got to know where it ends. So I feel like I don't need it. If they showed me something like exceptional, like they were doing a really unique way of directing or shooting, or I don't know, telling the story, maybe, because Adam Driver is Adam Driver, one of the greatest actors right now. But yeah, I'm not like dying for that.
Okay. All right. What about you, Brett? Would you want to see a Ben Solo series?
Sure.
But with the inclusion of killing all the kids, or what?
Yes. As long as there's lots of kid killing, I am in for it. Whip out
$20.
Oh,
Hi,
thank
crew.
you.
Any word on the Campa topic, since some crew members and different SEN competitors chimed in? Other than that,
We will probably get to that later.
Okay. You're not going to let it play till later?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good, Ryan. All right. Brett, did you have any finish your thoughts, or should we move on?
Yeah, I mean, it's not, I like characters that I don't know a lot about. And I think, I mean, are different ones, like, you know, that I've never heard of before. And I think that's kind of, that's what made The Mandalorian so fun for me, was it's like, I didn't know anything about this, and it was something to dive into fresh, and the family didn't know about it, and we just kind of became fans, and you know, and we got to see Grogu, if you will. So I can't stop it. Everybody, Brett doesn't like the name of Grogu. Stop.
Brett.
That's it.
You
That's
bully.
it. But
Big bully.
You big bully. He's just a child.
I want somebody to dub over the scene from Coming to America, and like, is Mama call him Grogu? I'ma call him Grogu. You know, like, take the Cassius Clay to the Muhammad Ali. Somebody please do that. I don't have time for these to put these little things together, but somebody has to put
Oscar-worthy.
Wouldn't it be reversed? Wouldn't it be reversed?
Yeah, I'm gonna call him the child. Or,
It's Disney called him a child. I'm gonna call him a child. He's a child. Ryan, what do you think? Would you want to see a Ben Solo series?
I think this is the least...
winding it up all through high school and
I've been thinking about
community college,
nonstop. No, I think this is the most unurgent thing that Star Wars could even entertain right now. I think there's so many different stories to be talking about. We just got the Ben Solo series, you guys. Like, that was the sequel trilogy.
Like Ben putting on the Smiths and stuff.
Exactly, and doing the Han Solo. No, I would prefer, if anything in this realm, I would prefer a show maybe about how they revive him. Like, if that's the end goal of whatever series, if it's maybe Rey going out on some adventure and trying to go through the world between worlds, and that's the final goal, almost like getting Baby Yoda trained in this Mandalorian show. That's the show I would maybe want to see. But in terms of, like, let's do a whole nother Kylo Ren, Ben Solo show, we just got that.
Yeah. All right. Alex?
What if it's like Finn Wolfhard as Kylo Ren?
No.
Nah.
I only want to see Adam Driver because he's the best part of the sequels to me. Sequel trilogy.
I rolled a 20 on the dice. No, I don't want to see that.
What if it's like that? What was it called? The Duel of Fates intro?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right. I might be all right with that. I don't know. I just have an issue with the Ben Solo. I don't. They're all going to come after me now on Twitter.
How dare you?
I know. I know. It was weird how they moved it. And Steph, you made a great observation. It's weird how they moved it. It was Rey's story, but throughout the next 2 installments after the first one, they kind of moved it to be Ben Solo's story more than Rey's. And I was like, what the hell is going on here?
I remember seeing it. Steph and I went to an early screening, and Rocha was there, and I remember the kiss, hearing you laugh.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm sorry. At the El Capitan,
an outburst.
I don't remember that.
I remember.
Oh, you were there too, right? Yeah, that's what we talked about.
I started out like this in my seat.
Oh
like
man!
By the time it was over, I was like this, and I had my
Stop
leg
it!
and I just was like, oh my God! And when the kiss happened, I was like, oh come on.
I was like clawed into Ryan's leg the entire.
It was
wow.
It was a completely different viewing experience than you, but like, here we are.
Here we are.
I did go into a wormhole over the weekend. Some of these Star Wars fans are just incredibly knowledgeable people, and by that I mean with tech and with Photoshop and with the video editing and all of the stuff. There are some videos out there where you can watch the final fight between Rey and the Emperor, and they add in images of the Jedi standing behind Rey and the Sith Lord standing behind the Empire, which is better than that crazy Greek chorus where the fuck that was out on the stands. Like, it was great to see that, and they're hitting each other with the blasts, and she's resisting and all of that. That is awesome. And I was like, see, why are people who are knowledgeable about this shit involved with that from the beginning and made it what we're getting now from The Mandalorian? I would have liked to have seen that. I'm just one of those people, so anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe one day
hate him.
We'll get that.
Yeah, maybe one day. We'll get the Coppola cut from the Star Wars. We'll get that.
Oh,
it'll be starring all Babu Frick in every single character.
Yes. I'm all for it. Let's do it.
Hey,
Get freaky.
John, speaking of the Coppola cut, that's what I used to call it when I would nick my balls shaving. I call it Coppola cut.
A segment, man of the business, ladies and gentlemen.
But you know what I discovered? I discovered Manscaped. Help not get those Coppola cuts anymore. And I'm telling you, when you nick it down there, oh brother, talk about the red wedding. It is rough. There's a lot of nerve endings and a lot of veins. You don't want to do that. So what you want to do is get the new Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer. It's waterproof and its advanced skin-safe technology is there to reduce nicks and cuts, and even has a light to help you get that close-up shave down there. The Weed Whacker ear and nose trimmer can help you whack those nasty weeds in your delicate holes. All right. The product also has a proprietary skin-safe technology to help prevent nicks, snags, and tugs. The Performance Package also includes the Crop Preserver. It's a deodorant for your balls. Think about it. Those things don't smell so great. Get some deodorant on them, okay? It protects from chafing. There's also the Crop Reviver, which is a ball toner. You give a little spritz on there and keep the boys fresh all day. Maybe... you don't know when your next shower is going to be because you take like 2-3 days to shower because you're here in quarantine. Well, what you need is a Crop Mop ball wipes. They're there to just freshen that area, and then you can at least know that down there smells good even if the rest of your body is stank. Have smelly feet? Manscaped can help you with a foot duster foot deodorant made to fight odors even on the dirtiest feet. I don't know. Let's check. I could check my kid's feet. Maybe we'll test it on his. Want to smell good every day? Good, because the Refined Cologne by Manscaped is a clean, fresh scent designed for the refined gentleman, such as myself. On top of everything, they've even thrown in the Shed travel bag to carry your goods and the Manscaped anti-chafing boxers to hold up the entire package together. This is tons of stuff. This is great stuff. This is a great Christmas present to get for your loved ones. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code SEN20 at manscaped.com. During the winter, you may be spending more time inside with your balls. Might as well make them beautiful. So once again, get 20% off and free shipping with the code SEN20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off, free shipping at manscaped.com, and use the code SEN20, and be sure to join the Manscaped movement. These products are great for your balls!
Woo!
And my daughter's in math class.
Your teacher hears you.
I need to really work out the sections of this home to where people do things in.
Your segue was incredible.
Thank you.
Just by the way, gotta give you credit.
I'm always looking for something. I'm always trying to find that nugget, and John, I was like, oh yes, perfect.
Yeah. Anything I can do to help, it's my honor, man. Please. And yeah, the Coppola Coda cut comes out tomorrow, so if you're interested in getting that and watching it, feel free to get it. I am certainly going to get it. I hope it's good.
What was the decision on that? I haven't seen part 3, so should I watch the regular version or should I watch the Coppola?
You know what? I would take a chance to watch the Coda version if you haven't watched the Sofia Coppola version, because she is horrific in that version. So like, please watch that, and then if you go back and watch Godfather 3, then you might be able to compare between the one you like and the one you don't like, and then you might say, okay, the Code is the one, and then you get to enjoy the Godfather experience. You don't have to live through the hell we lived through since 1990, knowing that 3 is out there, sadly.
Wasn't she a baby in the first one? Did you hate her in that too?
No, I didn't. I thought she was very.
So you hate babies?
Oh, I thought she was a baby in something.
Somebody clip this out and then use it on YouTube. I hate babies. There, put it out there. Come at me. Come at me.
Yeah,
I thought she was a baby in some film. That's so weird. Oh, maybe that was a.
I love the baby.
Where can you get it, Roga? By the way.
Best Buy. There you go. Go get it. Best Buy.
You can't even. Okay.
Amazon. No. I was trying to get an early copy. They were like, nah. All right, where are we at? We got only $100. Come on, people. 30 minutes in. We got $100. Let's go. Bring this stuff in. Send the money and send the Streamlabs Super Chat Schmoedown. You know we got to get above 100. Look. Steph wore a hat and everything. Come on, people. She came out. She went all out. She looks fantastic.
I'm serving looks. Come on.
Come on. Alex wore the hat, but Brett wore the hat. For God's sakes, Ryan and I are the only stupid ones who got up and got our heads in. So please go and send us some love, for God's sake. Send in that money. Get us over 500. Come on. If 5 of you donate $100, we're set. Then we can talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. All right. What's next, Alex?
All right, for talking about this Casian Andor thing again, Diego Luna said that about the prequel series, it's basically everything you have to know to understand Rogue One, the story of the character before, and I can spoil the ending, I guess. It's nice to go into a story you already know the ending to. Now you can take the nuances and layers in. I think it's fun to do something that isn't just about getting to the end, it's about delaying that. Roka, what do you think about his quotes? And are you excited?
It's just me face donated $20.
Thank you.
I recognize Adam Driver is an excellent actor. He's widely loved and many people think he's as attractive as I find Brett, but with that being said, I hate the way his face looks and his expressions take me out of Star Wars entirely. I know I'm alone here. Mace Windu donated $20.
Thank you, Mace.
Boba Fett spin-off is news, but don't let this distract you from the fact that Hector is going to be running 3 Honda Civics with spoon engines, and on top of that he just went into Harry's and bought 3 T66 turbos with nose and a Motec exhaust system.
Fast and Furious reference?
What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. What does that mean?
What dimension are we in?
Who is Hector? Is Hector involved in the Star Wars thing? I don't
3
know.
Honda Civics.
I don't understand what that means.
Whoa.
Very strange.
Write us back, Mace Windu.
I feel like that was a prophecy, and I'm a little freaked out.
Yeah. It's like a car gonna
That sounds like a horrible low-budget version of The Italian Job.
The Windu job.
We're going to need 3 Honda Civics. You think those can hold the... Nah, I don't...
We're going to steal the vending machine with the 3 Honda Civics.
I know I'm not supposed to be looking in the chat, Roka, but Sofia Coppola was the baby that the Godfather baptizes.
Yes, in the first film. Yep.
That's what I said, and you said no.
No, I said yes, but I liked her better. She was more realistic.
Okay. I thought
like her as a baby, she was more realistic.
I liked her acting better as a baby.
Got it.
Okay.
And that's no offense. Look, Sophia knows. That's why she doesn't act. She's a great director. She's a phenomenal director. And so she knew. I mean, the backlash there was rough. I mean, it was rough. I remember articles upon articles that she had to endure. So for her to bounce back from that and become this really noted director, it speaks volumes about her and her persistence in this business.
Brett's gonna destroy thing. Kevin donated $20. Hi crew.
All right.
Other than that, Brett, listen up. You like Vikings, you like Life of Brian? Give Norseman on Netflix a try. I think it's up your alley.
I'll give it another. I gave a couple of them a try. It was a little. I kind of saw a lot of the jokes coming. I'll give it another try. But yeah, it was. I wanted to like it more, but I did test it out. I will say that.
That's the way I feel about Schitt's Creek. I tried. I really tried. I know people love it, but
start second season.
Really? Do I
Yes.
do I need to know? Do I just watch a recap?
No, you get the premise. Yeah, you understand the premise. They don't have money anymore. They're living in Schitt's Creek. That's all you need to know. The jokes get better. The writing gets better.
Okay.
And I think the problem is you're starting off with a group of people that you hate.
Yeah,
who slowly become your protagonist. So I think that's the problem with the first season, is that you're like, well, why do I even care about these people? And I don't think the first one's so bad that you couldn't get through it. I think it's not one of these ones where you just skip it and go along.
Yeah.
But isn't that, I mean, we talk about this all the time. Isn't that a shame that there's so many of these great shows that are like, well, if you get through the first season, like, it's tough. We don't have a lot of time, people.
You also have to say, like, who watched through the first season? How many people were there enough for them to get a second season?
Yeah.
Clearly enough people must have liked the first season of these shows to give it a second season. Yeah, pretty incredible stuff.
Would you watch the first season of Casian and Andor, Rocha?
Yes, I would. Thank you, Alex. Thanks for getting us back on course. I was way out here like Ghost Rider, and you yanked me back in. I would watch the first season because, hey, look, I'm always standing for Latino leads. I'm always going to respect that happening. We are finally in science fiction. We are finally predominantly in Star Wars because, motherfuckers, we're going where you're going. I'm just letting you know now. You're going to the future? Guess what? We're going to be there too. I don't care what galaxy it's in, far, far away or now. We're going to be there. So I love this idea. You don't have to de-age Diego. Diego's ageless, so it's going to be perfect to have him in there. Plus, we'll get more of his exploits and his things that he hinted at in Rogue One. So I'm excited about it for sure. And I wonder if this is a one-off or if this is going to be a series. We shall see. What do you think, Steph?
I'm excited about the series as a whole. I think Diego is one of my favorite actors, especially because I love Rogue One so much, as many Star Wars fans do, and people in general. I know that this has had a bumpy start with the change of leadership and multiple, or at least in the director position. So that always kind of worries me if they're able to get it back together and make a solid piece together. But I think that they have enough star power and each person that has been attached to it has had a great resume. So it's not like they're putting people that I don't trust. It's just that like lack of cohesion that worries me a little bit.
Great points. Absolutely. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, this, earlier I said that the Kylo Ren or Ben Solo show is the least urgent. This might be like the second least urgent in terms of how it seems on the outside. Like a trailer could change my mind in a second. Right. It's just a little weird, and they say it in the article. We're doing a show where the resolution of this character. Star Wars has done that a ton of times with the majority of the movies. We already know the resolutions of all the characters. And there is some
my
story
anus is bleeding donated $20.
Oh boy.
Don't get me started in Schitt's Creek. I've watched almost all now and it's fine, but it's not incredible like everyone says. I haven't laughed out loud at it once, but I'm just salty it stopped The Good Place from winning anything, and The Good Place is my favorite.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah,
David.
It cleaned up.
David,
really?
Alexa,
still bleeding.
placing me in a precipice. I
just watched Dan. I mean, the reason I want to give it a chance is because Dan Levy, was so funny in Happiest Season. He was so funny.
Yeah, he's
Uncle
so good.
Santoyo donated $20.
Oh, thank you.
Morning, people. All shit. I'm having a great day. I won my court case. Just came back from the club with a zip. About to roll this J. Sorry, Brett, this is my headspace. Why did Netflix do my girl Selena like that? Did anyone watch it? Thoughts?
I didn't watch it, but I've heard Things. Have you guys seen it?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but as soon as they said her husband wasn't involved, I was like, I think I'm out. They didn't even call him or ask him, right, Steph? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's exact, because I'm like all about this Latino everywhere in Hollywood. We need it so bad in film and TV, and especially Selena, one of the greatest stars of all time. It's so exciting to hear a story like this being told, but when you hear that the family is not involved, I really don't like that. I don't really want to be a part of that. I'm really usually careful about where I put my money and time into. And so when a project isn't based in like good and fairness, I don't like that.
Yeah, I agree. Like there are some stars where you don't want the family involved. Like with the Michael Jackson story, I don't want the family involved because they'll sugarcoat it, they'll shave down the edges, and I don't want that. But in this situation, Selena was such a beloved figure with no controversy around her other than obviously the way she passed. You want the family involved because you want that input. One of the reasons why that Jennifer Lopez movie is so good is because of the family involvement in that, So what do you, Ryan, you said you heard some things?
Yeah, I've heard something. There was another show that I think on Selena that came out last year. And the thing is, she isn't a main character in this show. She's a side character, which I don't always see as a bad thing. Like, I know HBO did that Sarah Palin movie, Game Change, where she was a supporting character, even though the movie's about her. And I still got a lot out of that movie. But in terms of a show, sometimes that doesn't always work. The focus might just not be completely there. And I've heard mixed things, but I do need to see it to give it a full opinion.
Alex? Good.
I haven't seen that.
They don't call him the best color man in the business for nothing, folks. Yeah.
I haven't seen the show yet, but
whoa, easy, Giuliani, easy. All right,
I haven't seen the show yet, but I'm looking forward to watching it. I know that
Ben _ donated $25.
Thank you.
Hey
Ben.
guys, happy Monday. Sorry to go back, but I would love a Boba Fett mini-series. Maybe show him how he got out of pit. Which match is everyone looking forward to in Spectacular, or is it too hard to choose? Hi, Brett.
Hello.
Hi, Brett.
Thank you.
I didn't catch the last part of that, but I do. I'm down for the limited series, like the 6 episode. I'm down for that. I think you could fill that with some information about Boba, but I didn't hear the last part of that.
Which match of the Spectacular are you looking forward to the most?
Mine definitely.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Dude, it's the combination of nerves and excitement for this. Like, I'm sure a lot of people get nervous and excited about matches, but like, I don't know. There's something about going back to me watching Mallrats on VHS over and over and over and over and over again, since it was one of the 4 we had in my dorm, like, it's wild that I'm going to be looking at this man and competing against him, but it'll be fun. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Is Kate managing you on this one?
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh, Jesus. You 2 against Smith is that's comedy gold. That is
that's gold.
You
I can only imagine. Yeah, are you prepping?
Any
the chocolate pretzels?
I have learned. I've talked to some people on how to prep, and they said the best thing to do is have lots of movie knowledge. No,
it helps. Yeah.
I know I prepped a lot for Kevin Smith, because I knew he would choose that wheel, so I did a lot of refreshing on that. And when I did Coming Up Next, is that the name of the show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I got 3 out of 3 Kevin Smith questions that they gave me. So,
if I ever faced him in the Schmoedown, I'd make them create a Bruce Willis category just to totally mess with him.
No, that'd be a cop out.
Bruce Willis. Yeah. Hi-oh. All right. So where are we at next? Where are we at now?
We can get to the next story. I think we've talked about Casian a little bit at least. So
everybody
good on that. All right. We mentioned it a bit on Friday, but speculation around town says that Disney may consider merging Disney Plus and Hulu. The move comes after multiple Hulu executives have been leaving or let go, a sign that the 36 million Hulu subscribers may be folded into the 74 million Disney Plus subscribers. Who knows what Disney Plus will do with the different types of adult-oriented content to differentiate from its family content, the Hulu Live component, and various branding issues. Disney will be having an investor meeting this week, so this won't be the last we'll hear of this. Rocha, what do you think of this move?
I got a lot of questions, like I already pay for Hulu and Disney Plus and ESPN Plus all separately, but like you're going to combine, I know there's a good deal out there for $13 now. People got that deal with their new phones or whatever. Now, what are you going to do if they combine Hulu and Disney into one? Certainly there's more content. Are you going to start letting go of the Fox stuff, letting go of the R-rated stuff? Is that all going to be part of it? Or are you going to sell off that stuff? So I have a lot of questions about this because people already spent money on it. Steph, what do you think?
Yeah, that's kind of my problem. I think that Disney's had multiple opportunities to kind of go into a more adult content way, and they just simply refuse. And that's okay. They're a very PG-13 platform, and that's what they are. And that is why I like having multiple networks that I stream from, like having a Hulu, having a Disney Plus. I understand that's expensive, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to have those. But I do like the separation because I know from Hulu, I'm getting that Handmaiden's Tale, I'm getting Rami, like grittier stuff that will never be on Disney Plus unless, I don't know, something massive changes. So I worry that we're going to lose great shows that Hulu has brought to us by making a merger. And on top of that, it's confusing how many things, TV shows, movies, documentaries they could possibly have would be stressful. I feel like it'd be being at like a Costco on crack. I couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle it. You'll have to stroke check every time I sign on.
It's kind of like, it's like a branding nightmare for them.
Right.
I really do think HBO Max has caught them with their tail between their legs because it makes sense to have one go-to platform where it's Disney Plus and Hulu, but that goes against everything Disney's been doing. Like you don't want to have Fargo or like Wilfred from FX on the same platform as all these like Disney, Disney Channel original movies.
Wait, one more, Ryan. Archer is an animated series. Is on Hulu. Are you going to compare that to Disney animated stuff? Right.
I mean, the idea that, parents look at this at Disney Plus is like, oh, this is safe. Any content on here, if my kid happens to press play, like it'll probably be fine. If you bring all the FX Hulu stuff over there, I know they might divvy it up like Disney adult. It just doesn't sound right. And they're in a big issue here. Like, I don't know what they should do, really.
Right. Plus, how it affects their original content. You mentioned Steph's Handmaid's Tale. I mean, that's something Hulu has hung their hat on and was a huge move forward for them as a streaming service. Credibility, awards, getting someone like Elizabeth Moss to be the lead of their show. It was massive, And so what will they do? Will Disney be more involved in kind of shaving down the adult content, kind of limiting the adult content, original content that'll be on there? That would suck to have one. I mean, Hellstrom, could you put Hellstrom on a Disney Plus? A thing like that's such a hardcore, demonic, awesome show. But would you put that on Disney Plus? I don't know.
Did they shoot the next season of Handmaid's Tale? Or it seems like it's been a very long time for that, and I've enjoyed it and I miss it.
I couldn't watch it. It's too much for a woman.
Is it?
I don't know how women watch it. It gives me PTSD because that shit seems realistic to me. What I've seen play out so far in 2020, that's possible. Like, are you kidding me? I can't put myself through that. But I respect it. I've heard it's amazing.
Well, my wife does it so she can look over at me and go, see?
I wasn't lying. I have to walk like an
what
idiot
could happen
with my flashlight out.
Yeah. This is what happens when we let men make all the decisions.
In the beginning of quarantine, my roommates and I were legitimately searching for chastity belts. We're like, fuck this. Shit's about to get real. I'm locking it up. See you later.
That's awesome. I don't know. I mean, Brett, would it be confusing to you? You've got so many services, so many streams. I mean, these two combining together, all that.
Yeah, I guess when I saw it, I was like, oh, I like that. I want to be able to go to one place, and I know that I also don't want a monopoly of anything. So it's this give and take because I don't like switching in between the different ones, and then I forget. I'm like, is Hulu him? Who did Queen's Gambit. It's like I forget which is original series and whatever. But now that you say that, I don't know how they would do this with the adult content versus all the Disney stuff. And I don't know what I think about it, to tell you the truth.
Because it's like you could make more money going one way, but also lose a ton. If there's a chance, like, coming up next after this episode of, Clone Wars, it's Handmaid's Tale. Like, they'd really have to figure out a way, almost like Netflix when you're picking a profile, to sign in and it be the difference there.
The algorithm would have to be insane to make it so everyone user could have an enjoyable time on the app.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and we're getting this story from our Schmoedown brother Jeff Snyder. He was talking about it because he's hearing from his sources that a number of the Hulu executives are being let go or moved around, shifted around. So this seems more inevitable than it does as just a rumor or something they're kicking around. This seems like it's really going to happen. So now you start to wonder how this is going to go about. Because, I mean, what was it? Disney, they're looking, if they combine with Hulu, they'd be at 110 million subscribers to their streaming service, which, of course, for Wall Street, which is what they're trying to always do, ladies and gentlemen, this is not show make me feel good. It's show business. This is what it's about. So they're like, they would be more appealing. This is what Jeff contends in the article. And they'd have, they'd be big timing, like you said, Ryan, HBO Max. They could actually go after Netflix a little bit by boasting the size of their numbers of subscribers. So if this does happen, this feels like it's more about like, look at the size of my thing. It seems more like that kind of sausage fest type of thing, which
100%.
Right. So it's like, that's the thing at the end of the day. So, and I don't know if it's smart, but it may be business wise smart for them to do so to attract more investors.
Do they need more investors? I don't know.
Brother.
That's the thing though, is if they combine this, so many people are paying half the price that you pay most streaming outlets for Disney Plus. That's because there's such a little content on there.
_Santoyo donated $20.
Thanks, Santoyo.
It's a hard watch, but Selena's sister is EP on it. But don't know how far it goes. But Bunny's that. How's good, my peoples? Steph. Don't know anything about you, but if Roxy says you good, then we good. Ryan, keep killing it.
Thank you.
Roxy's my girl, soul sister. I would take her advice too.
Roxy says you good. You good with me.
You good. I'm glad I'm in the family now, brother.
You know what? Come on in. I love it. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, Alex, you got any thoughts on this? You haven't chimed in on this. What's your feeling on it?
I know HBO Max does like the hubs at the very bottom of their menus, so it's like maybe Hulu or Disney Plus could do something like that to kind of separate out the content, and still like on the HBO Max like front page they have curated lists of whatever categories of like holiday movies, family movies or whatever that can be available through both Fox or Disney properties, whatever is on the Disney Plus thing. And also Disney is making, like, they're doing Deadpool 3.
True. It's R-rated.
That will be R-rated, so it's like maybe when they release that on Disney Plus or Hulu, like, which one would they put it on? Because technically it's, it's a Disney movie, but more adult-oriented, so maybe this merger could help with that. I really don't know. I'm not really sure. And also I pay for Spotify, which also comes with a Hulu subscription.
Same.
And so it's like...
What?
How will that...
What are these back-ended deals? Are you guys on like some Chinese websites finding them out? I don't understand. Where'd this come from? I'm on Apple Music getting bamboozled, paying an extra $15 a month. Are you joking?
Yeah.
I didn't know Spotify came with Hulu.
There's a student, I think.
Oh, Hulu comes with Spotify.
Hulu comes with Spotify? Oh, my God.
Really weird deal. But
I got the Black Friday deal last year, which was $1.99 per month with ads. That's it. So they had it again this past year. This past Black Friday, they had $1.99 with ads for 12 months. But after that, you can't jump on the thing again. Like you have to go to one of their plans.
Dumb story, but I watched a Vudu movie with ads, and all the ads were for Vudu.
Yeah, which
like
that should tell you they're not selling.
There was no like, and I'm like, no, I'm here, I'm watching it. Why? Like, what is it? What's the hook here, bro? But anyway, I like Alex's hub thing because that's how I actually was able to do on my Roku. Hulu has a hub for HBO Max, Showtime, and Starz. So I think maybe that's the way that they might,
like Prime has HBO, all of them too.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Maybe. Oh, I'm gonna try your end around on the HBO Max thing, Brett, that you suggested on Friday.
Yeah,
at some point on the Roku, because that's frustrating as hell. All right. Well, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments section below. I think this is one of the clip outs. So let us know in the comments section below. Like and subscribe to SEN. What do you do? Do you like this? And is this out of the realm of possibility? Look, 2020, the expectations, all the things that we used to believe in, all the parameters we used to have.
Anthony Perkak donated $20.
Thank you,
Just
Anthony.
wanted to say thank you for everything you guys do, and I hope you all have a great week. Much love.
Wow, thank you.
Much love.
Much
Thank
love.
you. But yeah, all the expectations, all the things that we saw before, they've all gone out the window. They've all blown up. So would it be that crazy if Disney changed their brand to include more adult stuff? And as Ryan suggested, maybe have it a special area you go into in the Disney Plus streaming service app that you have to have like 18 or over. You have to be 18 or over. You have to put in a code, all this kind of stuff. Maybe that's the way they do that. Would you want to see Disney kind of change their brand to incorporate more R-rated stuff? Because G-rated stuff doesn't happen anymore. So they've adapted to that, and they've adapted to PG-13. So is R really that far out for them to get to? Let us know in the comments section below, and subscribe and like the video. All right, thanks. All right, what are we up to? Brett. What do we do?
Brett.
Go ahead. I want to see what you got.
Brett, we got so many streaming services, so many people asking for money to donate. Like, it can get overwhelming. Brett, what can I do to calm my mind down when so many people want my money at the same time, and I have to pick and choose what streaming service to be on?
Well, I'm glad you asked, John. I have just the solution for you. With all the stress of all these streaming services, how many buttons do I have to push and remotes and all this stuff? It's overwhelming. And then there's all the other horrible stuff that's going on in the world, but this is what is really something that bothers a lot of people. So what you need to do is you need to get some Headspace. So Headspace is your daily dose of mindfulness in the form of guided meditations in an easy-to-use app. Headspace is the only meditation app advancing the field of mindfulness and meditation through clinically validated research. So whatever your situation, Headspace can really help you feel better. Overwhelmed? Headspace has a 3-minute SOS meditation for you. Need some help falling asleep? Headspace has wind-down sessions their members swear by. And for parents, Headspace has morning meditations to do with your kids. Get some time with your kids. Get them chilled out before they start this online learning that they're doing. Headspace's approach to mindfulness can reduce stress, improve sleep, boost focus, and increase your overall sense of being. I've been a fan of meditation for the longest time. I'm not good at keeping to a schedule, and this has been helping me keep to a schedule more and opened up my options. And with all these different varieties that you can do, the one I use all the time I talk about is when I get up in the middle of the night. Last night I got up and I had acid reflux that woke me up. So then immediately I think, oh my God, I'm dying. So what I need to do is I get on this app and I try to chill myself out a little bit. Headspace is backed by 25 published studies on its benefits, 600,000 5-star reviews, and over 60 million downloads. Headspace makes it easy to build a life-changing meditation practice with mindfulness that works for you on your schedule, anytime, anywhere. Come on, people. You deserve to feel happier, and Headspace meditation is made simple. Go to headspace.com/SENlive. That's headspace.com/SENlive for a free 1-month trial with access to Headspace's full library of meditations for every situation. This is the best deal offered right now. Head to headspace.com/SEN live. Let's try that again. Headspace.com/SEN live today. Get your Headspace on. That's why myself and Ryan, we're so chill, because we're getting our Headspace on.
What about me?
Oh, have you been using it?
I actually do use Headspace. I meditate every day. Thanks for asking.
No,
Greg.
I didn't know. Well, Ryan was the first person to say that he used it. I didn't know you were using it. It's great,
Yes.
right?
I'm a yogi.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
you can
Love
you can.
Headspace.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's
Meditation's important nowadays. Yeah.
Mark Ellis in the chat, by the way.
Oh, what's he
Mark
doing?
Ellis. What's
Wishing
up,
a happy
Mark?
birthday to Eddie Harrell.
Yeah. Thanks, Ed. Thanks. Always promoting all the shows on all the multiple YouTube channels that are on, including the SEN network. So thank you and happy birthday, Eddie. You son of a bitch. I love you. All right. Where are we going to next, Alex?
Oh, we're going to HBO Max, staying in
What?
the streaming
Just talk
world.
streaming services. All right. Keep going.
It's been more than 6 months since HBO Max launched, and they still haven't worked out a deal to have their service on Roku products. Wonder Woman 1984 hits HBO Max in theaters in less than 3 weeks, but a Warner Media exec is confident that a deal will be worked out before Christmas. HBO Max was recently made available on Amazon devices, but the main holdup is that Roku wants to keep HBO Max as a channel it can sell directly to customers, while Warner Media wants HBO Max to be a standalone app. The stalemate is losing both companies' customers and moolah, so Rocha, do you think these companies will agree to a deal soon?
Yeah, inevitably, once the subscribers get involved and start to become more vociferous on social media or emails or calls for this to happen, then yes. And there's no way it's not going to happen because of what needs to happen for HBO Max to achieve what they want to achieve, which is just like we saw with Hulu and the Disney Plus story. They want to get as many subscribers as possible, and people do not want to do backdoors like Brett's doing. People do not want to do. They want an app that they can just click on and watch. And on some services, you have that. I don't understand why there's an issue here with Roku, why this is, because they just closed the deal with Amazon Fire, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. So what's the holdup here? And clearly Roku feels they're in a bargaining position enough to be able to have it be connected to their channels because they have their subscribers to and it's 46 million subscribers, by the way. That's not short chump change for Roku. So I want to see it happen. I hope it happens. I think inevitably it will happen, and just like any strong negotiation, you ride this out to the last possible second, and then you acquiesce and make the deals and make it happen. But what about you guys? Are you guys on Roku? Any y'all on Roku frustrated without HBO Max?
My TV back here is Roku, and like as I said before, like I use my PlayStation to access HBO Max.
Yeah,
right. And like it would just be more convenient for me to have an HBO Max app native to the Roku TV, but then again, some people don't have extra devices to hook up to their Roku, so it would be great for them as well to have that on there.
Yeah, I think that's the number one thing. Don't you, Steph? Like the idea of, look, there are a lot of older people who are not going to have like 2 or 3 different devices in order to figure out how to get. They just want to turn it on, hit it, and go into that. Why would you want to deny them access to HBO Max? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's alienating your own customers. It feels like Roku doesn't have that much, muscle to bring to the table, but what they do have, they're really holding on to. And I think that they do have a little bit of leverage, so it's probably a money game. It's kind of weird being a consumer and watching these people talk about it because it makes me feel like it's all mob business. But I think also they have to think about TVs are fairly inexpensive for what you get. And oftentimes people want to upgrade their TVs fairly quickly. So how long can they last by alienating their customers when they can just perhaps get a new TV and end up spending less by having a TV that gives them all the apps where they need it instantly?
Yeah. Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, it's so interesting to see what all the playmaking is in this new like streaming wars. Like even with the last story, like should we combine our 2 services now that our competitor has this huge service that's having all their big releases coming out on it? Should we, pay this one platform that could have our service a huge chunk of change because we'll have access to all these other potential subscribers? Like they're not guarantees. it's a really interesting dynamic there. But you're right. I think Roku does have some pull here, but at the same time, this could prevent people from using Roku if it doesn't have HBO Max on it. So
that's a good point too.
It's a tough back and forth. I do think Roku has the advantage just because they have a proven number of subscribers right here that they can like kind of tout and show HBO Max. So I think they're gonna make a deal, but if Warner Brothers has been hella bold lately, and I would not be surprised if they don't come to an agreement if they don't agree on this dollar amount.
Yeah. What do you think?
I guess I'm confused as to why you wouldn't let people access this, because I could see like Amazon Fire Stick or something like that's Amazon. You want to push Prime, you want to like maybe not have other ones, but Roku isn't a service, it's a device. So why wouldn't HBO Max want to be on Roku? That's where it confuses me in the business sense, is why is it not, and why are certain things not available on this? Because I don't know what the competition value of that is, because it's a device to access something, and if a lot of people have these, you want them to be able to access HBO Max if that's what you're trying to give them. So that's where my confusion lies.
Yeah, totally. I mean, Roku now, according to I'm looking at the stats from uprocks.com, Roku now, they're going to close out 2020, according to Uprocks, at an estimated 52 million user accounts, which is a footprint that represents about 40% of all U.S. broadband households. This is according to Rosenblatt Security. So, while we were all sleeping at night, Roku was like getting people to hook on up, because honestly, Roku is cheaper than Apple TV. It's cheaper than a lot of these. I mean, it's $30 or $40 for the HD Roku, which is what I have for my TV here and our TV in the living room. So it's what we use. I don't have Apple TV, and it works just fine.
John Roku.
Way more, yeah. What?
Alex
What's that?
just texted me that. I'm sorry. Alex texted me John Roku.
And Apple TV didn't used to be on there, right? You used to have to do that just through Apple TV.
Yeah.
And that was, I was like, oh, do I have to get an Apple TV now? And
Yeah. And they just closed the deal with Peacock, which is ironically, I think, underneath the NBC Universal banner, which is what I think, isn't Warner Brothers part of NBC and then HBO Max? So it's a lot of these moving pieces under the Warner Media umbrella that for some reason one streaming service works out a deal with Roku, but the other one doesn't. So it's very confusing about all these limitations and restrictions and all this stuff that they have to do. I think people just want to get it done. And with them having 40% though of the households, they have way more leverage than I think they might have had at the beginning of the year.
And good news, Hoopla is still on Roku. If you guys haven't checked out your local library, free streaming through Hoopla. That's how we wanted to see the Alienists, and that's the only way we could get it was through Hoopla, and it was free, and it was like checking out books. You got to only check out a couple a while, but it was pretty good. I think their streaming quality wasn't the greatest, but hey, support your local libraries.
That's true.
They said that Roku essentially wants to do with it. They want people to justify their purchases, and their research claims that channels sold through their putting it on their app rather than connecting through their app or connect through the HBO Max situation, they tend to get more customer usage than those that are simply presented as apps. So they want to be able to connect through the Roku, not just to have you click on it on the Roku, but connect through. So it's that kind of stuff. It's very complicated stuff. That's kind of out of our pay grade, so to speak.
Let's just go back to NBC, ABC, and CBS. So much easier. Click, click, click. You're done.
Yeah. Well, if anyone is doing analytics for streaming right now, you are on the cusp of being a very successful rich person if you can figure this shit out. Because this is like when analytics started coming into MLB and sports. Like as soon as those people started coming in, the salaries were through the roof. So if you can figure this shit out, go get yourself some money, man.
And give me a Moneyball type movie about this.
Actually, there probably will be one in a few years.
With Brad Pitt.
The streaming wars.
I was a math major in college, and so like statistics for the NBA was one of the things I wanted to get into, and so maybe I can still get back and get that PhD to get that analytics for all these streaming services.
Get in your bag, Alex.
There we go.
Let's do it.
Go.
Good money, Alex.
Get that calculator out.
Get that Texas Instruments calculator. Guys, we're at $330. That's it. $330. Come on. I know you got love for what we're doing today, so send in. If two of you send in $100 each, we're done. We're good. We're going to go and make it. It's just cherry on top of the cake after that. So please send in your support. Send in your Streamlabs, your Schmoebots, your Super Chats. We want to hear what you think about everything that's going on in the world. Hell, ask us about something completely out of the realm of the topics we're covering. We're open to it all. So send it in. Send it in. For God's sakes. Respectful, but send it in. Send it in. All right. And where are we at now, Alex? What's next? I know we got to
before we get to our Streamlab. Yeah, before we get to those, let's hit one more story, which I heard a little bit of interest in earlier. A new trailer for The Marksman, starring Liam Neeson, was released and shows Neeson as an ex-Marine sharpshooter who meets a mother and son being chased across the U.S.-Mexico border by assassins of a ruthless drug cartel. The mother dies, and Neeson is tasked with bringing the boy to his family in Chicago, and along the way face many more killers in pursuit. Oof. The Marksman opens in theaters on January 22nd, and Rocha, are you excited for this new Neeson action movie?
All right. That was a loud one. Here's what I'll say. Yes, I love anything with Liam Neeson. He could be on a plane, a train. He could be in a truck. He could be wherever. I love it. This trailer looks fun. Like one of those Saturday afternoons, pay $4 or $5, $6 to get in a matinee and see this thing, or, streaming or whatever. It looks exciting. I'm down for it. That being said, I'm curious to hear what my fellow reviewers, critics, and pundits think about this trailer on their social media, because if you had an issue with Rambo Last Blood, you called it a MAGA wet dream, then you better be fucking saying the same shit about this movie, because this is essentially The Mule and Rambo Last Blood combined into one movie. So if you had a problem with those movies because of the politics of Eastwood and Stallone, you better sure as fuck have a problem with this movie now and say the same bullshit that you said about those two men and their movies, which were not MAGA wet dreams, in my opinion. Simply revenge films. That's it. The cartel is the new Russian stuff, or the new whatever you want to say from the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s.
Nazis.
Yeah, the new Nazis, right. The cartels are the new Nazis. And I like this. It's a young kid, young Latino kid. He's taking care of him, figuring out, bringing him back, and what he's got to confront. By the way, Liam Neeson has been, 55 years old for 20 years now. Incredible. It's incredible what he's able to do. Steph, you were saying your dad is like, I love this trailer. Talk more about it.
He hasn't seen the trailer yet, but I'm going to, as soon as I call him, he's going to flip out. Every time I come home, he asked me, is Taken 4 out yet? I'm like, Jesus, Dad, the fact that we got 3 Takens, you should be thankful. He lives for this kind of stuff, and I like this kind of movie because I can watch it with my dad, and it's like somewhere where you can meet in between, because he will fall asleep in anything else other than straight action. So I think there's definitely a place for this type of movie just to be entertained. It's not going to probably blow my socks off in any way, but I'm excited for it. And I agree, like the cartel, I think we can all safely say are the worst fucking shitbags, and it's okay if we make them villains, because the cartel is villains, but obviously you can play it creatively and not like as a dig to the culture.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And I don't think, and I was one of those people out there who was saying Last Blood was not that kind of thing. It was they were just villains, and he's going to exact revenge, And,
they're so separate from Mexican culture. Like that's so rude to even pair them together, because you wouldn't pair the villains in America with Americans who are not villains. So why would that's the racist thinking.
Exactly, from some of the predominantly white reviewers, critics, and pundits. Anyway, go ahead, Brett. Go ahead, please.
I kind of was watching it right before we started, so I didn't get a lot of it, but and I didn't know that there was any issue with some of these other films. But yeah, it looks interesting. It looks like a Liam Neeson film. And is that a review?
I think so. It's a good trailer reaction. I like this.
There's guns, and then little winks and stuff like that, and and you're right, he's been 55 for 20 years now.
It's insane. He looks the same as he did in Taken 1.
Hey, please let me age like that. That's I wonder if he takes care of himself. That might be the thing.
He's drinking Paul Rudd's blood at night.
Paul Rudd's first blood.
Nice.
Please bottle that.
Like Clint intimidates Paul. Like, oh no, sorry, not Clint. Liam met Paul at a function like 20 years ago.
Goodness.
Coming over to my house, and you're giving me your blood.
Aunt Marksman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll stop.
Sure.
I feel like there's a genre for this type of movie now.
Hell yeah!
I really do. And it's funny. This is the director of Trouble with the Curve. This is his second feature. Which again, it's just like that really old protagonist who is taking on either protecting.
Not really old. He's not 90.
He's 68.
Yeah, he's a little old. He's a little old. He's
like
real
Nick
up there.
Nolte
Sorry.
and Angel Has Risen or whatever it was called.
Angel Has Risen.
Or Angel Has
opposite.
Fallen Again.
Oh,
the
right.
second one.
Nick Nolte, right? God damn it.
Right. Or, yeah, Olympus is fall. Whatever's fall.
We got there.
We got there.
Yeah, reverse falling backwards.
Yeah,
Demon
again,
Angel,
it's
snipe.
all like the Stallone fans that showed up for Last Blood. The Neeson fans are going to show up for Marksman. And to each their own. I think it looks solid. This is a solid action flick that a little different from what he's doing. You know, I didn't see any cell phones in this trailer. So a little bit variation from what he's doing. I still kind of want him to go into like another drama, something like Schindler's List again, and maybe we'll get one more performance out of him in that realm. But,
good
this
point.
is what he's up to right now, and hey, he's crushing it.
Alex?
I mean, he did a movie earlier this year called Ordinary Love with Leslie Manville.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a very good drama.
Really?
So check that out, Ryan. I definitely recommend that
Those
one.
don't sell, Ryan. He may do them, but those kind of smaller independent films don't put money in his bank account. So.
That's a good point.
And
This kind of shit does.
That's a good point.
His segment in Ballad of Buster Scruggs was also very good. I really enjoyed that one.
Yes.
But at least with this movie, it seems a little bit more believable because there's like barely any hand-to-hand combat because he is a marksman. So
Good
at
point.
least I can buy it a little bit more.
Did anyone? I just got nervous for a second because I was thinking about some of the recent action movies that I've seen on the streaming platforms that are like made obviously with a little less budget or a little quicker. I don't really know, but the one with Bruce Willis that just dropped on Netflix was like, I felt like my eyes were bleeding and getting pulled out by dull spoons. So it makes me nervous that like greats will be like signing on to more of these deals, and then it will be super not a fun time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the market now for these aging action stars. This is the market now. Oh, sorry. Mom's calling again. Got to call her after. This is the action. This is the thing, right? I mean, Liam Neeson has done this. We just saw, or some of you may have seen, the Mel Gibson Fat Man movie. That's essentially an action film where he's playing Santa Claus who has to fight off an assassin. Vince Vaughn has been doing a few of these, although that Freaky film looks great. I want to see that and see if
I do too. Oh, but you have to buy it.
You have to buy it, I saw some of those clips and I was like,
I'm gonna hold off a little bit.
Yeah, it was called Hard Kill. I should have known not to watch it.
Hard Kill, right? Yeah.
Hard Kill. Like, what is a hard kill? Like
the opposite of
is
Die
there a
Hard.
soft kill?
More
Yeah.
active. He's killing.
A hard kill. I love that.
Hard kill.
But Bruce has made a cottage industry out of this for the last, I don't know, 20 years himself. You know, he's done a lot
Get
of
your
these
money.
straight-to-DVDs. Yeah, exactly. With Liam, I mean, you know, he must enjoy doing them because he's, you know, this is very much what his market is. And I don't know, I'm excited about it and see if it's any good. I would love to see it. But there's a whole section of these kind of man action movies that are kind of building, like Gavin O'Connor did a few of these. What's The Gray? What's that director?
Yeah. I was about to bring that one up.
man.
Like, don't you think
Joe
the
Carnahan.
difference between
Joe
them,
Carnahan,
though,
right?
Like,
What?
I feel like Liam Neeson's is a little more elevated than the Bruce Willis ones right now.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. For the most part, yes. Although Taken 2 and 3 were pretty fucking terrible.
Not according to my father.
No offense
Some
to your father.
respect on that.
No offense, Mr. Sabraw. No offense. But like the other ones, though, like Commuter, I thought was interesting. Run All Night, I thought was damn good. What was the
Walk
one where
Amongst Tombstones was really
Tombstone?
great.
That's the one. A
Yeah.
Walk Among Tombstones. The fact that nobody talks about that movie and that movie's fucking better than Taken is mind blowing to me. A Walk
I'm
Among
texting
Tombstones.
my dad right
That one
now.
is
Telling
solid.
That one is. I mean, Steph. That one is brutal.
Okay.
It is. It's
Walk
like
or-
7 combined with Taken, basically.
Walk amongst tombstones.
A Walk Among the Tombstones.
Among the tombstones. Thank you.
Tombstone
It's
or
so
Tombstones? Is it
Plural.
plural?
Plural. You can't walk among one tombstone.
I feel like I feel like we're in the Schmoedown now. Is it
Clue
tombstones
here.
or tombstone challenge? A challenge.
I don't
Johnny
think.
5 for life donated $50.
Oh, thank you, Johnny.
Steph Rocha, Brett, and Alex love the crew. That's right,
you.
Ryan. You were left out on purpose cause the Eagles suck.
Oh.
Just kidding, Ryan. You're doing an adequate job in RBE's stead. Can I get everyone's best Roxy impersonation? Let's have some fun.
Ooh, Roxy's
Impersonation?
No, I like
we make it a-
myself enough not to do that.
You could do a Roxy
know what?
impersonation and be
That's not.
respectful.
Yeah. How about Steph do it? Steph will
already
do
done
five Roxy impersonations, and we'll
5-minute impression.
I've done one of Roxy.
We could
let's
make it our
hold off
500
on that.
Our 500 goal, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh
that
yeah,
could be-
get us to 500 and we will do Roxy impersonations. 5 Roxy impersonations. Get us to 5. Where are we at right now, Ryan? 380?
382.
382. Come on, people. $120 away. Somebody's got $120 lying around who's watching with us. I know you all work. Some of y'all work in tech. Some of y'all contractors. And you know who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking to. You got $120 lying around. Send it in and give us some love. Get us over 500. We'll do some Roxy impressions as we're getting into these Streamlabs as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, what does it come
donations
out
are looking at my bank account like these days. I mean, come on, people. This is rough.
Yeah, where are we at, Alex, in terms of when is this coming out? When is this coming out?
January
January. I better get ready.
in theaters. Yeah.
Oof. All right. I remember Cold Pursuit,
Interesting.
I think was the last one, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full Pursuit.
Oh, and Steph, Russell Crowe might be getting into these now with that Unhinged movie, right? Like this may be these old action stars find a cottage industry here to make some money, I guess.
Yeah, they said, "Hold my beer, white men will survive."
Yes.
You're going to be starring in every single action film coming to a screen near you.
Gosh.
It was close, Steph. You tried to cancel us, but we are back in a big way.
They shall persist.
Yes. You can't get rid of old white guys.
I love it. Well, we're getting rid of one old white guy soon. All right. Let's get into the Streamlabs, Alex.
All right, from Alex Bat, he's saying, "Hey crew, Alex from Sydney here. I've been watching the Clone Wars series, and I really appreciate how it fills in the gaps of the prequels. Do you think The Mandalorian will do this for the sequels? Maybe explain Snoke and the New Republic more? Thanks."
Certainly seems that way, don't you guys think? Like we saw already, we heard the Snoke theme in that episode 3 weeks ago, I think 3 weeks ago. We heard the Snoke thing. We saw the clones thing, at least the early stages of a clones thing that they're taking Grogu's blood. Mama called him Grogu. I'm a call him Grogu. He's like, he took it, all of that. So, I mean, certainly it seems
Boba
like
Fett
they're...
Missiles donated $20.
Awesome,
Thank you.
Anyone see that Godzilla vs. Kong first look? Kong was all like raw and Godzilla was like swimming around and skit and Kong was like, "Gah." And I was like, "You son of a bitch, I'm in."
Oh, God. You
wanna
son of a
see-
bitch.
If you want to see a great Godzilla versus Kong reaction, watch the Real Rejects reaction they posted over the weekend. That shit had me on the ground. Those guys are just hilarious. So yeah, it was like it was nothing of a reveal, but it was so funny that they made a big deal out of first shots, and it's like they're just doing the same things they've been doing the whole time. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Mandalorian filling in a sequel.
Oh yeah,
trilogy gaps.
yeah. Do you guys think so? Do you guys think that's what's happening? They're going to do it like Clone Wars did?
I think they'll do it what they can. Like Clone Wars, I think there are a lot of places, just a plethora of stories to fill in the gaps, to tell.
Plethora.
And here it's like, yeah, I think they're doing what they can. That there's some Snoke stuff here and there, but like, you're not gonna get any info on like Poe Dameron or anything about like Finn maybe using the Force or not. Like none of that's gonna be in there. I don't think we're gonna get anything with Rey. So I don't think it's gonna be to the scale as Clone Wars.
Yeah. It's a taller order, though, don't you think, Steph? Like, redeeming Anakin was possible because you had at least some broad, I don't know, outlines that you could fill in the gaps with. But with this whole idea of Palpatine coming back and Snoke being a part of this and clones, like, so many people were against it when it was done. I think it's almost impossible to redeem it. You can explain it, but it might not redeem it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of far-fetched metaphor, but it reminds me of this thing it's a Japanese form of art where when pots break, they re-put them together and they seal it with gold paint. And it's like a beautiful way of restructuring it. I think that's what Clone Wars did. Yes. And it filled in gaps that were already there.
That's great.
Trying to do it in these films is different because I don't necessarily think it was a part of the same pot. I think they grabbed different pieces of different pots trying to fill a story and did the best they could with what they had, but you're still using different pots. So what can they put together? It's probably something decent, but is it going to be like Clone Wars? I don't think so.
That's a great point. Alex, thoughts on that?
I don't know if I can follow that.
What's your
metaphor.
plan?
I know, right? Like, that
Give me a metaphor.
The mic there, Steph. Jeez.
That might be that's an FTW right there for the win. That was great.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll hit something.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thanks, Alex.
I mean,
cool.
that's.
I'll tell you. Right on. All right, what's our next stream?
All right, Garth Harkness McMurray. Garth Harkness McMurray says fans of Wayne's World need to check out the reunion posted on Josh Gad's YouTube channel today.
Oh.
They had dozens of cast and crew, including Alice Cooper, Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, and many more. It was so much fun.
Did they have what's his face? Mike Myers and Jesus Christ. I'm out of practice.
I'm blanking too right now.
Oh my God.
Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey. I knew there was a
Dana Carvey.
Right. Did they have them in there?
I haven't seen this. I'll have to check this out. Rapidly searching right now, but
also Garth. Garth, my balls are ready for your face, son. So get ready. All right, next one. That's the
Teabag.
Let me note that as a soundbite real quick before I go to the next one.
Garth knows. I've threatened to drag my balls across his face many times.
You know, Garth. Apparently you know.
Jeez.
He's a great sketch artist too, Garth. He's occasionally popped in on some of my shows, and it's been great to see what he can do. And like in the middle of a conversation, he'll just like draw shit. He's pretty gifted. All right, what we got next?
All right, next one from 156 Impulse. Hi everyone.
Hey.
Hope you are well. I want to see a Boba Fett TV show. Been a fan since I was a kid. By the way, Steph, you look beautiful and can't wait for the World Girls calendar. Hugs.
Ew.
Hugs.
Big hugs.
Steph, how much input did you have in this World Girls calendar? I want to know, like, did you who produced this thing? Who executive produced this thing? Because I know all three of you are probably very strong alphas. So who executive produced this thing?
We actually are. We're like three alpha females that somehow work really well together. Like we know each other's places, but we all are super hands-on of every single episode. We do everything, and then we have a great team that like helps us create that finishing product that it's not possible without them, like Frank and Cam, and all of the Brennan that are on it. But for this one specifically, we met like for 3 hours or more planning month by month what we were going to do with what we had, because we don't have a big budget. So it's like, what do we have in our houses that can make dope month photos for every single month? We wanted bangers and bangers and bangers. So we all were a part of it. For the cover, that was more like, what's the best photo that's going to be like, you should buy this calendar. I didn't have much say in that, but I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
It's a good picture. All right. Where we go next, Alex?
Speaking of
hold on, ladies and gentlemen, we got 30 minutes
Johnny
left in the
Five for
show.
Life donated $100.
There we go.
Numbers, I want those impersonations. Fucking balls. Except you now, Rocha, now you're Trump judging whose is the best.
All right, I can do that. That way I don't have to do the imitation.
James Lavario donated $100. I saw Freaky in the theater when it came out. It was excellent. Every time Vince Vaughn started running, I laughed out loud. Let's get an impression off. And Brett, my mom works for the local library here, and I've been campaigning for people to support it.
Are you on a library kick? Is that what's going on here, Brett?
Well, when I was talking about Hoopla, but also, the scholastic thing with schools, and I understand it helps and all that, but God, and my daughter every single time, and we'd get these books. I'm like, listen, we have a library down the street. You're not going to read that Babysitter's Club book 100 times. You're going to read it once, and it's going to sit on her thing. So I've been a big supporter of libraries for a long time, and I think more people should. I don't even know, though, if ours is even open back up yet. I don't think you can actually physically rent them, check them out, whatever.
Check them out. Yeah.
But go libraries. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Hey. Thank you all so much. We got over that 500 and big time. So let's start marching towards 1,000. We got 30 minutes left. I'm greedy. What can I tell you? I'm a greedy son of a bitch.
Impression offs. Oh my goodness.
Money.
We'll do some impression offs at the end of the show for sure. And I have no problem judging them. I'm going to have a good time judging you, Roxy's. I know Roxy's a personal friend of mine. She's incredible. Big Nicola Patriots fan. She's a big Patriots fan.
Donated $20.
Oh,
sure as shit glad you mentioned real rejects reaction. Saved me a potential 10 minutes of people analyzing 2 seconds of footage.
I love my brothers there, man. I'll always steer you to real rejects. All right, what's up next, Alex?
Garth Harkness McMurray is back saying everybody needs to check out the World Girls 2021 calendar cover on their Instagram page. Roxy, Dorina, and Steph look amazing, and Steph is showing off her full assets. Steph can tell you how to order your own copy for $35 or $65 for it signed by all three.
Listen.
Yo, called out. Streamlabs.com/theworldgirls, $35 for a calendar, $65 if you want it signed, and we'll get those to you as soon as possible. Thank you for the shout out.
And I get a free one for mentioning that every show, or how does that
work? Listen, plug me like you do with all your manscaping. Later, of course.
I'm pretty sure that was me scrolling through Instagram, and that's when my wife peeked over at my phone when I was. They're friends. I know these girls. Oh, come on.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck? Who is she? No, your wife is probably so awesome.
She is.
Oh no,
she is pretty great. Yeah. All right.
Speaking of the calendar, Ace Money says the World Girls are putting out an amazing 2021 calendar that you can purchase now. Just go to any World Girls video on YouTube and purchase the calendar through their Streamlabs.
Nice.
The photos are a mix of sexy, crazy, strange, and unusual.
I like that.
All right.
We tried to do an Outlaw Nation calendar, but I just couldn't fit in that Speedo. So we didn't do it. Go ahead.
Persist. You can do it.
It's nice to shove those
in
rolls
Seattle.
In. Yeah.
What
fuckless in I love the way Alex says it.
Hello, everyone. Can I just get some dating advice from y'all?
Yeah.
Rocha, you've tapped a couple of Victorian queens.
Oh!
Women. Any advice? I'm not a love at first sight person. I like knowing someone for a long time, then developing love. Is that why I'm fuckless?
Account never tells. Account never kisses and tells. The question is this. What was this question?
The question was, is that why he's fuckless?
What? Yeah. Is it? What is why he's fuckless?
That he's slow to loving? What was it?
I like knowing someone for a long time, then developing love.
Yeah.
He just wants dating advice from all of us.
That's basically, Roxy's the same way. Like Roxy, you guys have heard her. Roxy is, once she has to really connect with that person before she's willing to like fully connect, because she's built that way. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people are. Some people can have one night stands. I certainly had my fill of those in my 20s and 30s. It's a lot of fun to playing around, blah, 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 but you want a lasting connection eventually. Some people can't do it that way. Some people want to take their time, get to know someone. Like, I'm always amazed at people who marry their best friends. Like, they were best friends for 20 years, and then all of a sudden feelings developed. I've never been attracted to any of my female friends who weren't girlfriends first. So it's just like, it's such a weird thing to me in my mind, but for some people, it's very much their story. So everyone's different. What you need to do is embrace your process, embrace who you are, take that as power rather than negative, and then you'll see how the doors start to
_Dick_Pants donated $20. Yes, has anyone seen the news that the new Predator reboot is supposedly set in the past and focuses on a Native American tribe?
I've not seen that.
I did
not see that. But please stop making Predator movies. Anyway.
Yes.
Well, Steph, you give him some dating advice. What do you think?
Yeah,
I think everyone's different, and the thing is that none of us are alone in our thoughts. So if you are the type that wants to like slowly get into it, really fall for that person, and then take it there is 100%, millions of matches that feel similarly. I know so many people like that on all sides of the gender spectrum that feel that way. So you're definitely not alone. It's just finding the right person. I think making it clear what your intentions are. So it sounds like you want to be in love before you start having sex with someone. Then what does that person look like? What how do they make you feel? Really start manifesting that, and then the right people will present themselves, because if you're going into it with no clarity, you're not going to be presented with something that can give you a future and some great sex.
Steph, will you agree with me on this one? It's an argument we've had one of our best female friends for the longest time. No single man is going to want to be just friends with you for a long period of time. Is that correct? Is that something?
Yeah. No, honestly,
there's a switch, and it's like, oh my God, you're my best friend. You have everything I've ever wanted. Because we told our friend over and over, so-and-so, he doesn't want to be your friend. He doesn't want to be your buddy and go hanging out. So it's
a hard pill to swallow, because it's like an ego thing. And I think a lot of women struggle with it in general, where they're like, they just want to be liked for their personality, because that is what matters. Like, features come second, but for most men who are into women, features come first, and then they fall for the personality. It's just the way it is. But yeah, with guy friends, it just doesn't work, unfortunately. I wish I had more guy friends. All my guy friends are gay or like queer.
Yeah.
And Ryan and I are good, like really good friends. So
which one?
See.
Ryan?
Well, you're in a relationship right now.
You are in a relationship, Ryan?
I'm just kidding. Ryan and I have been like straight. He's actually one of the only successful friendships I've navigated, and it's probably because we're like working partners too. So it's good. Like, yeah, there's a really clear. So it's possible. It's just not often.
Right. That said, two married people like me and Kate can be friends. So we don't have to.
Yeah. Totally. There are like how we work together, how you work together. It's different.
Yeah, I'm in the boat of like, this girl we won't be dating, but like I still have those feelings for her. So it's like, I'm just gonna play the long game. We'll see, but like
you like chasing heartache.
I'm gonna keep my options open, because like thinking about it, like I really want this girl.
Yeah, but you like chasing heartache.
I do. It's true. As a songwriter, yeah.
You're an artist. That makes that so on brand.
But
you like chasing heartache,
Alex.
I remember those days. I remember that I did the exact same thing. I'd loved going after the women I couldn't have. Like, I loved going after the ones that didn't want me. It was the one you kind of like, that occasionally go there, and then you'd create fantastical scenarios in your head about what could possibly happen. But the whole time she's saying, I don't see that way, or I don't see us going that direction. But in your mind, you're like, no, I know as soon as I put these magical words together, as soon as I figure out whatever the sentence is, I'm going to be able to talk her into being with me. But that rarely happens, ladies and gentlemen.
I see Roxy though in here, and she says she has a ton of guy friends, and this is true. She's actually shocked me in terms of what I think is possible. She has like 8 straight male best friends that I've seen them interact, I've hung out with them, and they're like, they have the most awesome relationship. So I guess it is possible, but Roxy's an enigma. So she makes things possible that I don't know if they are.
And this, I was working on this as a stand-up bit. Roxy, text any of them right now and tell them you want to do this thing, and I guarantee that friendship will change immediately.
That's a great point.
My wife had a lot of guy friends when I met her, and I was at a party and was very uncomfortable. The stares I was getting from these real good friends of hers with the new guy there, and some of these were some pretty big dudes, and they did not like me, but I persevered.
You persevered.
I lean to disagree. I think that there's a few people out there who that wouldn't be the case, but you do have more experience and have been around a little longer. So I will respect the bet, if you will.
I hope for a future where our brothers and sisters can be friends and not want to fuck. Like, I think that is possible. I see that future. Sabraw 2021.
Love it.
I'm gonna get us friendships going.
Get your absentee now.
Roxy just said she wants to do this thing with me. She just texted me, so I guess I gotta. Hey, if I gotta prove a point here,
Roxy.
If I were single, I'd be there in a heartbeat. I'd take a COVID test, and you'd hear, hello.
Oh my God! All right, let's keep moving
on. Also, that being said, Caitlin Deaver, if you want to have a nice dinner, let me know. I'm still open for that. So I know she's watching.
Shoot.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. All right, get it, Hamilton. Get it. Yeah, shoot your shot.
All right.
What's next, Alex?
And ladies and gentlemen, we got the 622. You guys are sitting back on your recliners now with your legs up. Come on. Keep sending in some of that Streamlabs Super Chat Schmoebots money. Let's get to 1,000. We're only 400 away. I know there's 4 of you with $100 just sitting around. You're like, what can I do with this? I don't know what to do with this. It's just sitting in my account doing nothing. Yeah. Send it in as a positive support of SEN Live and the Schmoedown Entertainment Network and all we've got going on. And don't forget that Schmoedown Spectacular this Saturday, happening 5 matches this Saturday. Go to schmoedownlive.com if you want to pay for it. I think it's $9.99 for the entire day of matches. Or if you subscribe to the $10 patron above, you get all the matches free, and you can get them ahead of everybody else who gets them on YouTube much later who isn't a patron. So you'll be in the know. You'll be able to talk about it with your friends who are in the know. You'll be able to go on to those shows and bash the commentators about what you think's going to happen because you know. Anyway, all right, let's move on. What's our next thing?
All right, RB3 Force Ghost says, use the Force, Alex. Thank you, RB3 Force Ghost.
There you go.
That's amazing.
Garth Hardness McMurray says, I wanted to give a shout out to Eric, a.k.a. Nerd Chronic, for working so hard all this week editing all 6 matches for the Spectacular on Saturday with promos, graphics, etc. He has to try and cut it all down to under 10 hours. He's the best. Yodi for Chronic.
Okay.
Wow.
100%.
All right.
What, you got something?
Cunt Dooku says,
You'll look back.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my parents are walking around in the hallway. Hello, Alex. You're cool, man. Brett, you're Bill Hicks type of funny. Jamal, you're cool. Rocha, you're great. Ellis, you're smartly funny. And Steph, you cute. Can I slide in your DMs? JK, lol.
Oh.
Which movie character would y'all want to have a one night with? Clerks, Rosario Dawson for me. LOL, thanks.
Wait, one night stand?
Yeah.
Which what? Well,
which character would you want to have a one night stand with? Not which actor, actress, but which character, right? Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Character.
Yeah, but why would you have a one night stand with Rosario Dawson from Clerks 2? She's awesome. I'd rather have her as a girlfriend than a one night stand with her. She's pretty awesome in that. That character is rather.
I added, I don't know her name. It's 3 that I should probably learn the name of the person I added to my list, but she's got 3 names, and the Queen's Gambit gal, what's her name?
Oh, Anya Taylor-Joy.
I just that
like
show
15. What's wrong?
There she's older. I know. I checked it. She's legal.
Easy, American Beauty. Easy.
Anyway, listen. No, but watching the show, my wife was gradually like, "You got a thing for her, don't you?" I'm like, "She's it's a good show. It's a great actress."
I think if I could survive the night, it would be Charlize Theron in Atomic Blonde. If I could survive the night, if she didn't kill me, I would have the one night stand.
That is such a good answer, because I could possibly choose that answer as well.
Yes, absolutely.
She did go both sides there, but a one night stand. This is risky business, you guys. Maybe I could see myself with Jon Snow in that little cave with Ingrid section, because he has too much trauma to be there in your life for a long time, but he could be there for a short time.
Okay. I like that idea. And then you're done and you walk away, you go, now you know something, Jon Snow. Just walk on off.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Cameron Diaz in The Mask.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
great
okay.
choice. Great choice. Yep.
Don't know her character's name. That's really sad.
That was before Hollywood got a hold of her and told her to lose weight and become super skinny. She's beautiful as a woman in that movie, man.
Oh my God, I love that
Tina
movie.
Carlisle.
Smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking.
All right, Alex.
All right, next one from Smokin' Dan. Top of the morning, SEN crew. Long-time viewer, first-time donator. Who are your picks for the Spectacular? Also, would anyone agree with the late great John Schnepp that we need a Salacious B. Crumb series / movie? Side note, be happy none of you are Bears fans. Ugh.
Oh, the Bears, right. Losing to the Lions over the weekend.
How about the Texans, though? Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, the Texans are, that fumble. Good God. Salacious
Johnny
B. Crumb.
Yasu donated $20.
Here we go.
Right,
Shoot your shot, Alex. And I wanted what I got when you got skin in the game. You stay in the game, but you don't get a win unless you play in the game. Oh, you get love for it, you get hate for it, you get nothing if you wait for it, wait for it, wait for it.
Nice one.
Well quoted.
Donnie.
Well quoted.
Wow.
Oh,
Anyway.
I got to tell you this, Alex. You might find this interesting real quick. I know we got a bunch of Streamlabs. Apparently, I don't know if I can say this. Someone I know's family member is a member of a school board, and they were having a conference, and they hire speakers for these conferences. Leslie Odom Jr. apparently comes on, does his favorite monologue from a movie, then sings 4 of his songs from his house, and then he's out. He doesn't even say a word in terms of actual conversation. He just kind of does all that to perform, and then he's out. And I didn't even know this was a cottage industry you get into, like as another revenue stream as a singer. So pretty incredible.
Oh my.
Yeah.
What a blessing for them to hear him.
And he's doing it because he wrote a book about education in 2018, I think. And so for him, he likes to give back to these organizations that are about educating children and supporting education. So it's pretty cool.
Of course, he's also a humanitarian amongst one of the greatest theatrical actors.
Yeah. Right.
Agreed. All right, Alex.
All right, next one from Ferris. I would love a Boba Fett series because of the line of the show, Ain't No Spice Dream. Adds a layer of character development because he was a part of the seeded underbelly of criminal underworld and probably did some drugs, and seeing him pick himself up.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. A lot of people speculating that Spice Fever Dream line is that Boba was all caught up with being such a badass assassin or bounty hunter that he was like doing the drugs and doing the spices and sleeping with the ladies. That's why Luke was able to, or was it Han was able to hit him in the back of the jetpack and send him in the Sarlacc pit, and then he apparently learned his lesson from his younger days.
He had a follow-up saying up, and also he saw his dad get murdered in front of him as a kid, so that would add some emotional scarring as well. Yes. A deep dive into Boba's mind, because it would be fascinating, and we getting more of the criminal underworld. I would like Star Wars to highlight.
That could be fun.
Good point.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ferris.
I saw my dad get beheaded. Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Tanzier13 says, thanks for the shout-out last week, Soul Share. Glory, glory, Man United. And the Reds go marching on. Fernandez for Player of the Year.
Not what my Liverpool has something to say about its son.
Right.
Mohamed Salah. Anyway, all right.
All right, Garth Harkness McMurray says, breaking news from Cosmic Coverage. A source at Disney says they'll be doing Boba Fett series about his escape from the Sarlacc pit and surviving on Tatooine for years. Our own Kate Mulligan is in talks to play the Sarlacc pit.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
It would be fucking great. All right.
Evil John Madden says, sometimes this country gets me down. COVID, protests, riots, stupid MAGA, and socialists. It just makes me sing that great American song by Dennis Leary, I'm an Asshole. Best lyric, I park in handicapped spaces while handicapped people make handicapped faces.
God, I
Is that a poem?
Oof.
That's Dennis Leary.
Yeah. I'm an asshole.
I'm an asshole. Yep.
All
Anyway.
right. Grogu says,
what
if the final shot of season 2 of The Mandalorian is Boba Fett getting news that Grogu reached out to Mace Windu on Tyloth? Love you guys.
Love this question.
Oh my God. So it'd be Mace versus Boba. Boba going after Mace? Is that right? Because Mace killed his dad? Is that what we're talking about? Spoilers. Is that what we're talking about?
I think that's what he's talking about.
Wow.
But what are our predictions for the final shot of season 2? Is I think the main question.
Oh,
credits.
Just credits, yeah. Well,
it's those. It's the beautiful concept art. Yes.
Snoke. It'll be Snoke. No.
I'm gonna go with.
I don't know.
I think it's a Jedi. I think it's another Jedi.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with.
Ooh.
I think it'd be insanely bold if they did some iteration of Luke, but even though last week blew my mind, I don't think they're gonna go there. I bet they're gonna go maybe with Cal Kestis.
Okay.
Some allusion to that.
Steph, you got an answer on this one?
I really don't know. I do think it will probably be Jedi oriented. Like, I don't know, maybe it's another saber that we see. It would be similar to the final scene in season 1's finale with the dark saber. I'm not sure if they'll go with a saber that's not from the dark side, but I'm not really sure. Or maybe it will be the other way it could go is that we're going to keep Mando and Grogu together as a unit, and it's kind of solidifying that moment for season 3. What do you think, John?
I think you're right. I like the idea of maybe one shot at the end from below, or like right behind, and all you see is a hand and then the lightsaber, and the color of the lightsaber might tell you who it is. Is it green?
Yeah.
Is it blue?
Yeah.
Is it purple? Like that. You just hear the sound turn on, and you see the color, and then you're like, and then it goes black, and you're like, ah!
I like that.
That's what'll happen.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Next one from Selena Fan. Selena's sister is listed as executive producer for the show, and my understanding is the family was involved. I do think the husband was not involved, but that's not surprising, as there had been bad blood between Selena's father and him for a while. As far as is the series worth it, it's slow-paced. It's definitely about the family and not just her, but being a fan of Selena, getting to hear the backstory songs was great. I'll watch part 2 when it comes out, but I wouldn't say it needs to be priority.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Bella says, so who's buying the World Girls calendar, or are y'all fake friends? Steph looks sick in the Leia prisoner costume. Hi, Jamal Ryan.
That's a great question. Are y'all fake or real? What's good?
Yeah. Did you just say Steph and Leia costume? Bring my order in now. Oh, you old dirty man.
No one said that.
I need to make a calendar.
I would buy that shit.
Man of a certain age.
Yeah, Manscaped. What do you call it? Chipping the balls? What's it called?
Putting on your fireman outfit, your Westerns outfit, it'd be all there.
Your Elmo outfit.
Yeah. You're a furry. Why not?
It's every Sesame Street character.
Next one from Review and Play 23. Thank you for resolving the live chat playback issue with SEN Live. They are still off on Backstage, though. Did Colbert's people ever get back to you when you tweeted about the Lord of the Rings match, Kristian? What do you think, Kristian?
I can't move the camera up or I do the Kristian imitation. Yeah. Where's Kate when you need her? All right, keep going.
Trouser Snake J. Concho says, Steph be looking good. Hey, Steph, I was just curious what you're mixed with. I'm getting Chola vibes today. Does the new Netflix Selena series look kind of cheaply made? The filming looks very low budget. Also, was getting John Rocha vibes from Selena's dad.
Oh.
Hey, maybe if I ever get back out there to act again, we shall see. Steph, do you want to answer that question? Or you don't have to.
Yeah. Well, I get Mexican and Persian the most. That's my highest guessed ones. They're both incorrect. I'm Japanese, Lebanese, and Armenian. So mainly Eastern, Western Asian.
Fuck, dude.
What's good, Alex?
Hello, Asians.
That's respect,
I like Asians.
That's a combo. Oof, that's a combo, Steph.
Yeah.
All right, next one from Dagan.
Yeah.
Did you see Sony's YouTube accidentally posted then removed a teaser video seemingly confirming the Spider-Verse in the next Spider-Man movie? Footage from previous films with the description promising the 3 Peter Parkers saving the world together.
Yeah.
What? I did not
Yeah,
see
they were
that.
trying to mess
Kimball asking Zendaya, how was, did you guys do like a Thanksgiving where you had Thanksgiving with some Spider-Man, or Spider-Man or something like that? And she's like, I'm not, he almost, and he was trying to, get her on that one. That was pretty funny.
All right, next one from Dengar Needs a Show. My Mando spin-off wish is just a collection of one-off episodes about different bounty hunters from the Star Wars galaxy. And then Boba Fett's escape from the Sarlacc pit would be the finale. I've thought about a series like this for a long time.
Long time. That'd be cool. Every
like
week's
that.
a new bounty hunter, just in a one-off story. I could be into
Simon
that.
Pegg could actually play Dengar in live action. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because
Interesting.
he voiced him in Clone Wars or Rebels, one of them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because I know he's the voice in Force Awakens of that character. He's like portion. But wow, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. All right. Popcorn says Mario Lopez is coming out with horny Colonel Sanders movie on Lifetime. A win for Latinos everywhere. Are y'all gonna check it out? Which fast food restaurant is next?
Fuck no.
What?
Wow.
Wait, what?
Is this a real what? What is real anymore? What are we talking?
This is like that Spotify and Hulu mix. We're gonna get like Chick-fil-A and HBO Max. What's happening?
Yeah.
Wendy's.
It's called A Recipe for Seduction. It's being touted as a Lifetime original mini movie presented by Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh my
But I'm sure it's just a long commercial.
Sounds like a porn.
Wow.
Also, more. Never mind. I don't want to say anything.
Ooh, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Wait, they said this is a win for Latinos everywhere?
No,
is KFC?
I'm sure they're being sarcastic. I hope they're being sarcastic.
I was like, what? I've never had a Mexican friend be like, you know what chicken slaps? KFC. Like, said no one.
I fucks with the KFC.
Yeah.
No, that happened. Nobody does
Get
that.
out of here. The Colonel
Popeyes.
with this burnt chicken.
Everybody does it.
Unsalted.
Popeyes.
Come on.
All right, let me get these last few.
Popeyes,
before...
Church's, KFC.
Oh,
that's how it
we have
goes.
to do
Yeah.
impressions too.
Oh, that's right.
we have to
Yeah.
do impressions. Let me
All
get
right.
this last few. Luis says, hey, since we have two Schmoedown competitors on here today, I was wondering if you guys had any advice for cutting a promo. I'm having a hard time writing up something for my audition tape. Please help. Any tips, guys?
It depends on are you a heel or a face in your promo. That's always important. And also, who is your promo directed to? You got to be aware of that, and who you want to inspire or who you want to destroy. So it's just, those are the things that I always come up with in my head before I start the promo. And then it's be inventive, be you. Don't imitate anybody else. You can have shades of imitations of other people, but be you. How would you normally say this? That's what matters, Brett.
Yep. Exactly.
And be funny like Brett.
Yeah. Or just, know the guy that runs the whole thing for 20 plus years. That's another way to get into it.
Fair point.
All right, from Mr. Anis says,
Ooh.
Brett, you should take a day off the next time Roxy is on the show, and then show up on her doorstep during the show.
That's
An advice to get
Okay.
arrested.
yes.
Show up to Roxy's door unannounced.
That would be funny bit. Funny bit. No.
Action! Action! Yeah, not a good way to go. All right, next thing.
Stupid Stars Music says, y'all see the Pete Davidson Stan parody? Great.
Was that
Yeah.
an SNL thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
it was a
fine.
good bit. Yeah, Pete Davidson always has really good music bits on SNL. It's like kind of one of the best things about SNL's, other than Weekend Update lately, is the digital shorts, and it was really good. And then Eminem showed up. It's a
right at
great
the end.
5
Nice.
minutes.
And
I
it
keep forgetting that it's on earlier now because we always watched it the next day because we didn't stay up so late. But now it's like at 8:30 in LA now or something.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We always forget.
Yeah, it was good. It's him, or it was Pete Davidson writing a letter to Santa Claus like Stan, which is pretty funny. Santa Claus is Jason Bateman, and the elves are all freaking out about the letters that keep coming in. And then Eminem at the end with that full-on beard, making a comment about the sketch, which is hilarious. But look, Pete Davidson is growing as a performer. People need to start paying attention. King of Staten Island was fucking good, and don't be surprised if that motherfucker has an Oscar at some point down the road. Do not be surprised if he wins like a Best Supporting Actor or even a Best Actor. You just never know. So I loved what he did. All right, what's next?
All right, from Chris Corcoran, I've heard reports about Karen Dune getting a spin-off. You don't know if it's true, but I hope it isn't, considering what she's done.
Those reports are probably not true. I would say those reports are probably not true.
Steph is hiding herself.
Where did
Next
you hear
question.
that rumor?
Yeah, I don't know the.
Next question from John Campbell.
Yeah. Oh. All right.
You bet I'm getting the World Girls calendar. I love Roxy and Dorina, but Steph, wah wah wee wah. Steph, is the
Wah, wah, wee,
$65 version personalized or just your autograph?
Ooh.
If you want a special note written, you can write that in the Streamlabs, and we can write that for sure.
Boom.
Cool.
For my wives, wow, make a baby.
My wife.
My wife.
Mark Ellis donated and said, "This is a happy birthday, Eddie Harrell," comment, and not at all a reminder to watch my shows on Peacock, my special on Amazon, and hear me on Sirius XM.
What?
that
Is
plug.
Thank you, Ellis.
Wow.
Ellis is a thing on
So.
Sirius XM now?
Oh my gosh.
I guess so. Yeah.
You mother effer. Congratulations.
Wow.
And happy
Blossoming
birthday, Eddie.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Eddie.
Last one from Ends Human SCN, saying, "In India, Disney Plus launched with Hotstar Fox, which also has HBO content, including R-rated stuff." So,
Wow. I like it.
all right, and then that's all for today.
Is that
Wanna
Streamlabs
get
and Super
into-
Chats both?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We got to do impressions. I will judge this. Who's doing the best Roxy impression?
Oh, we're doing the rise.
Yeah.
And wasn't there one? Someone
Impression off. Right.
Right.
Impression off.
Is someone Vince Vaughn? I thought that was also, or maybe I'm misremembering that.
It's fun, really?
I thought
Vince
someone asked for
Vaughn.
Vince
I don't-
Vaughn.
I don't know.
Think so? Let me see.
I might be wrong.
He's all gross
you're
up
wrong.
and he's all
You're
gross
wrong.
up. That's all I
Wrong.
know.
Okay.
All right, I'll do drunk Brett showing up at Roxy's place. Because I think I had another one. I was supposed to be an impression off and then a Roxy.
Yeah.
All right, so all right,
Where's the music? Where's that music?
it's me knocking on it. Knock. Roxy,
What?
Roxy. You
Who is it?
just it's Brett. You
Why are
sent
you
me-
here?
You sent me that text. Is that like? I mean, because I've divorced my wife like real quick on that one, and I just wanted to make sure that wasn't a mistake. Did you
Listen,
need me to-
Brett, you think because you divorced your wife in one day that we're just gonna fuck and you're not gonna even try to win me over? I told you I like a slow burn.
Oh shit! I missed that part.
You know what, Brett? I wish I never sent that text, honestly.
I got it. You know what? How
I'm
do
calling
you-
your wife. I'm calling your wife.
That is so
ex-wife, and that's bad. And I think this is bad. I don't think this is gonna be good for the kids. I really shouldn't have jumped the gun on this one, but I had a lot of tequila.
She didn't pick up. You're lucky today. You're lucky today, Brett. But I never want to see your face again.
Can you, Roxy? Can you tell my wife that it was a joke, please? I want her back really bad.
Be a
All right.
Patriots fan for the rest of your life. Yeah.
All right.
I will,
Anaconda
I will.
Brett, now you're going to knock on Ryan Nilsen's Roxy.
I was just waiting for you guys to finish talking about whatever it is you're talking about. Hello, I'm here too. I'm on it. What can we go? This is a movie talk show. We're talking about movies, right?
What dimension Roxy are you?
The one where we talk about sports instead of movies. That one, Steph. Alex, come on, Alex.
Alex, get to the question.
Alex, get to the question.
I'm Roxy Stryer.
Nice, Alex.
Thank you.
Ask me if I'm mad.
Are you mad?
Roxy, are you mad?
That's okay.
Fine.
Keep talking. Keep talking. Oh, go ahead.
Yo, that was killer, Brett. That was killer.
Those
Really
were all
gave it a
fantastic.
whirl.
Tough to choose. I'd have to go a tie between Steph and Brett.
Oh, God.
Really, I think Steph got her her vocal patterns correct.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Oh,
elevated
God.
at the end of the word. The elevation. That was so great. All right, is that it? Should we wrap it up? Anything else we need to do? Ryan?
That's all.
Did we
That's
miss
all,
any
folks.
Friday? Did we?
Yeah, did we miss
Did
any
we miss
Friday?
any Friday?
Friday.
All right.
All right, I think they were good.
Thank you
They're
all so much for hanging out with us this morning on SEN Live or afternoon, evening, depending on when you're listening to us or watching us. We appreciate it madly. Don't forget you can listen to us. The Schmoedown Entertainment Network is there as a podcast service as well. All the stuff there for you to listen to. But yeah, come on back tomorrow, 10 a.m. PT, to enjoy more entertainment from us here on the SEN Network. Thank you, your Schmobots, your Streamlabs, and your Super Chats. All of them starting us out great on this Monday. Don't forget, Schmoedownlive.com. Go and pay that $9.99 for the Schmoedown Spectacular on Saturday, or sign up at the $10 level, the Patreon level, and get it for free. All the pay-per-views for free. $10 every month paying there. So, all right. Thanks to Steph Sabraw. Thanks to Alex Marzoña. Thanks to Brett Sheridan. And thank you madly to Ryan Nilsen, who makes technically everything possible. And thanks to all of you so much for joining us. We love you madly. Have a great rest of your day. Have a good Monday. Do something positive that moves your life forward today. Even a baby step. Do something positive on a Monday to start your week off well. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. PT live.